Let's get you the latest updates in the sensational Sagar Dhankar murder case. India Today has now accessed an exclusive video. This is from May 4th, where Sushil Kumar, the star wrestler turned murder accused, can be seen allegedly attacking the young wrestler, the victim, Sagar Dhankar, at the Chhatrasal Stadium in Delhi. The double Olympic medalist Sushil can be seen holding a stick as Sagar is lying on the ground. Here are all the details you need to know on that exclusive video.
Date 4th of May. Location Delhi's Chhatrasal Stadium. Look closely, viewer. The image on your screen is the first ever image from the murder scene. The man you see on your screen is Olympian wrestler Sushil Kumar. A grab from a video of the crime in which young wrestler Sagar Dhankar was beaten to death on May 4th. Accessed exclusively by India Today and seen for the first time in public. Let's decode it for you. What you're seeing is Sushil Kumar, the man in the white t-shirt, holding a big stick and roughing up Sagar Dhankar, also a wrestler and an aide of gangster Kala Jathedi at Delhi's Chhatrasal Stadium. And here is the video that we have accessed exclusively. Sushil Kumar is visible in white t-shirt. He's thrashing Sagar Dhankar, who is lying on the ground. At the scene of the crime, chaos is visible. At one point, someone is trying to stop Sushil from thrashing Sagar, but he appears unfazed. One of Sushil's accomplices is also seen holding a pistol. Sushil is currently in police custody. He is being interrogated not for the murder of Sagar Dhankar, but his ties to the notorious gangsters Neeraj Bhavana and even Kala Jathedi, with whom he had a fallout. Sources tell India Today that 8 eyewitnesses have already testified against Sushil. What this image confirms is that Sushil did beat up Sagar Dhankar. The image also confirms that he was not alone. But what else is there in the video? A single frame tells a disturbing story and gives the grisly crime its first visual element. The noose is tightening around Sushil. As the investigation continues, we've just brought you up close with what happened. With Arvind Ojha in Delhi, Bureau Report, India Today.
Now, in the last few days, we've been getting you several reports about the alleged link between wrestlers and gangsters. There is, however, more to it. The wrestlers are also acting as bouncers and are being used by people to settle their own personal scores. Here's what we found out. Tanseem Haider reports.
They are around celebrities. They stand guard at pubs, bars, malls and toll plazas. Big and bulky bouncers are mostly outsourced employees. Gangster Kala Jathedi, whose rivalry with Sushil Kumar led to the killing of Sagar Dhankar, has an army of such bouncers and was planning to take complete control of toll booths across Delhi, UP and Haryana. Jathedi, in fact, wanted Sushil Kumar's help in this. Several wrestlers turned bouncers or indulge in land grab to settle property disputes. Some join mafia gangs, become recovery agents for banks, or are used by political parties for muscle power. The bouncer gangster nexus is not new, and it thrives when wrestlers are unable to make it big in the sport.
लेकिन कोई पहलवान है जैसे आम जिंदगी में आम आदमी है, किसी भी क्षेत्र में चला जाता है वो उनका साथ हो जाता है किसी वजह से गलत आदमियों के साथ, तो ये उसी तरह हमारे पहलवान भी कुछ हो जाते हैं, कुछ नहीं तो तकरीबन तो देश के लिए खेलते हैं, देश के लिए मेडल जीतने की कोशिश करते हैं।
On 24th February 2012, 8 bouncers were held for beating up the chief security officer of a pub in Nehru Place in Delhi. On 6 May 2018, a gym owner was killed at a bar in West Delhi's Punjabi Bagh area. He got into a fight with the DJ over repeated requests for his favorite song. The argument turned fatal. On 22nd July 2020, 3 bouncers were caught with a car that they had stolen after assaulting the driver. Delhi police sources say over 24 wrestlers have been booked for murder, attempt to murder, intimidation and assault in last 1 year. Most of these cases are either related to fights in bars or in the akharas. With Tanseem Haider and Munish Pandey, Bureau Report, India Today.
Let's focus now on the coronavirus crisis. First, on the national capital, where cases have come down, the positivity rate also has come down. And the question that's being asked right now by Delhiites is whether the lockdown will finally come to an end. Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal will be chairing a crucial meet in this regard to decide on an extension of the lockdown in the national capital. The current lockdown has been extended till June 1st. Now, the meeting comes as the infection rate fell to 1.53%. Along with the Delhi Chief Minister, LG Anil Baijal and senior doctors will be attending the meet to chalk out the plan. The meet comes at a time when the capital reported 1,072 new cases and 117 deaths in the last 24 hours. A Delhi-based traders association, meanwhile, has requested the Delhi government to lift restrictions following a drop in cases in the national capital. A survey conducted by the Chamber of Trade and Industry shows that about 80% of the members want the government to reopen markets and factories with certain strict conditions for safety.
अगर इसी तरह से केसेस के कम होने का सिलसिला जारी रहा तो 31 तारीख से फिर हम अनलॉक की प्रक्रिया चालू करेंगे। एकदम से अनलॉक करना ठीक नहीं रहेगा, तो वो भी धीरे धीरे कुछ गतिविधियों को 31 तारीख से फिर हम खोलना चालू करेंगे।
What about the city of Mumbai? Mumbai is also seeing a sharp dip in coronavirus cases, and the Maharashtra government has so far hinted at easing COVID restrictions from June 1st in the financial capital. Maharashtra Health Minister Rajesh Tope has said that the government will give some relaxation in some parts of Mumbai. He did, however, say that the lockdown will not be lifted completely. Mumbai has witnessed 1,266 cases in the last 24 hours. That's a major dip since the second wave swept the country. With the situation showing some improvement, Mumbai's mall owners have appealed to the state government to allow them to go ahead and reopen malls. They said that due to the shutdown, India suffered a huge loss of 30,000 crores in the second wave of COVID, and they're referring to the losses from the shutdown of malls alone. They added that 30 to 40% of staff have already lost their jobs. Mall owners are also demanding a property tax waiver, and they've sought a loan moratorium.
करीबन 21 जिले स्टेट एवरेज जो 10% पॉजिटिविटी रेट है उससे ज़्यादा है, और इसीलिए माननीय मुख्यमंत्री जी और सभी लोगों के विचारों से यही तय हुआ है कि लॉकडाउन उठाना मुनासिब नहीं, लॉकडाउन उठाना पूरी तरह से लॉकडाउन उठाना ठीक नहीं। इसीलिए एक ज़रूर है कि जिन ज़िलों में बहुत ज़्यादा डिक्लाइन है, बहुत ज़्यादा कर्व नीचे आया है, ज़रूर उन ज़िलों में हम शिथिलता देना पसंद करेंगे।
Let's move on to also the latest updates in the ugly face-off between Ramdev and doctors. Here's what Ramdev said recently. No one's father can even dare to arrest me. This was in response to a trend on Twitter which is calling for the yoga guru's arrest. And remember that this comes after Ramdev's alleged remarks over allopathy, calling it a stupid science. The IMA has slammed Ramdev's anti-allopathy remarks and has also sent across a legal notice. IMA's Uttarakhand unit has slapped a defamation case of 1,000 crore rupees against him. They've also written to the Prime Minister now against Ramdev.
मरते ऐसे, अरे भगवान ने मुफ्त में ऑक्सीजन दे रखी है, ले ऑक्सीजन की कमी पड़ रही है, भगवान ने सारा ब्रह्मांड भर रखा है ऑक्सीजन से, ले तो ले बावड़े, बाहर सिलेंडर ढूंढ रहे हैं तो अपने भीतर 2 सिलेंडर लगा रखे, ये सिलेंडर है, भर सिलेंडर कम पड़ गए.
First he said this on the oxygen crunch, then he questioned the efficacy of modern medicine.
क्लोरोक्विन फेल हुई, फिर रेमडेसिविर फेल हो गई, फिर एंटीबायोटिक्स इनके फेल हो गए, फिर स्टेरॉइड इनके फेल हो गए, प्लाज्मा थेरापी के ऊपर भी कल बैन लग गया, और इवरमाक्टिन भी फेल हो गया.
And lastly, he questioned the large number of doctors dying despite getting double vaccine shots.
तीसरा बोला मुझे डॉक्टर बनना है, टर 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 करते रहते. 1000 डॉक्टर तो अभी कोरोना की डबल वैक्सीन लगाने के बाद मर गए. कल क्या समाचार है? कितने? 1000 डॉक्टर डबल वैक्सीन लगाने के बाद भी मर गए. अपने आप को ही नहीं बचा पाई, वो कैसी डॉक्टरी? तो मैंने कहा डॉक्टर बनना है तो स्वामी रामदेव जैसा बन, जिसके पास में कोई डिग्री नहीं और सबका डॉक्टर है. विदाउट एनी डिग्री, विद डिविनिटी, विद डिग्निटी, आई एम ए डॉक्टर.
Amidst a big attack from the Indian Medical Association, the yoga guru, a big proponent of Ayurveda, remains defiant, hurling this dare at his detractors in a video released by a Congress member.
खैर अरेस्ट तो किसी वो जो है उनका बाप भी कोई नहीं कर सकता स्वामी रामदेव को.
Ramdev was responding on the demand for his arrest for sedition and the arrest Ramdev trend on Twitter. The globally iconic yoga guru had withdrawn his remarks on allopathic medicine after facing the doctor's ire and a scathing letter from Health Minister Harshvardhan. But his open dare to critics seeking his arrest may lead to a bigger face-off.
खैर अरेस्ट तो किसी वो जो है उनका बाप भी कोई नहीं कर सकता स्वामी रामदेव को. लेकिन एक शोर मचा रहे हैं कि क्विक अरेस्ट स्वामी रामदेव, क्विक अरेस्ट स्वामी रामदेव. कभी कुछ चलाते हैं, कभी कुछ चलाते हैं, कभी ठग रामदेव, कभी महाठग रामदेव, कभी जो है कभी गिरफ्तार रामदेव. अब चलाते रहते, चलाने दो. तुम अपने लोगों को भी थोड़ा सा बीच बीच में अभी प्रैक्टिस हो गई है ट्रेंड चलाने की, और आप वो ट्रेंड में हमेशा ही जब टॉप पर पहुंच जाते हो, इसके लिए भी आपका बहुत बहुत अभिनंदन.
The doctor's body has slapped a 1,000 crore rupee defamation suit if Baba Ramdev fails to apologize, accusing him of a misinformation campaign.
Now, when Ramdev ji has accused allopathic medicine as a stupid medicine, as IMA president, I opposed it and demanded the health minister to take action against him, and IMA has filed FIR and legal notice against him. After this incident, once again, they are indulging in sending thousands of tweets, WhatsApps and media report alleging with false and distorted message that I am involved in conversion of the people.
While Ramdev swears by Ayurveda and its healing properties, will he end his fight against modern medicine?